Yo guys, welcome back to a brand new PTCGO video. Today guys, we're going to be looking at a cool deck here using both Cofagrigus and Giratina. This list is inspired by Omnipoke's list. I made a few changes to it. But outside of that, this is a really fun deck to play. It's really satisfying to spam Distortion Door every single turn with Cofagrigus. Now, I do gotta say, throughout this video, I got great matches with the deck. Games were awesome, showed off the deck beautifully. Unfortunately, throughout the games, I mispronounced Cofagrigus' name and called him Cofagrigus instead of Cofagrigus. So I mispronounced his name throughout all the matches and called him Cofagrigus. So you guys have to bear with me. I'm not trying to re-record this entire video because I didn't pronounce Cofagrigus' name properly. I really am not trying to redo these games. So you guys have to bear through it and just deal with the fact that I didn't pronounce his name properly. I apologize. Won't happen again. So, before we get in the video, of course, guys, shout out to the sponsor, Card Cavern TCG, guys. As always, if you're ever trying to get PTCGO codes, trying to get Unbroken Bonds codes, or Team Up codes, you're trying to get maybe Trainer Kit codes to get the Jirachi, or like Zapdos, or Charizard from the Trainer Kits, you get them over at Card Cavern TCG. They also got stuff like Pokemon GX boxes. Unified Minds codes will also be at Card Cavern TCG for pre-order eventually, probably in a couple of weeks or so. Whenever the Unified Minds codes go on Card Cavern, you can get them there. And of course, if you end up purchasing something from Card Cavern TCG at the checkout, use code LDF and get yourself a 5% discount on your order. So shout out to Card Cavern TCG, guys. Check them out. Now let's look at the list. So again, this is taken from Omnipoke's list. I'm sure you guys know who Omnipoke is. Great YouTuber. Probably my favorite PTCGO YouTuber, if I'm being honest with you. Love the content, and this is going to be pretty much the same list. I've taken out a few cards. I think Joe played 4 Psychic instead of 5. He played a Brock's Grid in the deck too. I've actually thrown in an Escape Rope. So the idea of the deck is to use Cofagrigus' attack, Spirit Juggling, where you discard any number of bench Pokemon. So you get rid of 3 bench Pokemon, you do 100 damage. You get rid of 4, you do 130. If you get rid of your entire bench, you hit for 160 damage, which isn't terrible numbers. Could be better. But again, we have stuff like Giratina's Distortion Door. So the idea is you just constantly discard your Giratinas, put them on your bench every turn with Distortion Door, hit the bench for a bunch of damage, and then you discard them and repeat the process over and over again. One of the main hurdles this deck has is the energy. Cofagrigus does need 2 energy to attack, so you have to play like stuff like Counter Energy. The list also plays EXP Share to help with the energy conservation. So stuff like EXP Share and Counter Energy are going to try and help us keep the energy afloat. But other than that, this deck can be really fun. You prey on like low HP decks, you can prey on tag team decks too, and you hit a lot of good things thanks to like the Giratina Cofagrigus combo. And again, I didn't pronounce his name properly, but bear with me. So another cool thing about this deck is you can play stuff like the Dedennes and Marshadows and Lele's and discard them because they're never gonna be on your bench. You can end up just discarding them with Spirit Juggling, so you never have to worry about like your Lele's and your Dedennes getting Guzma KO'd. Usually the main target because of their low HP. But thanks to Cofagrigus, I almost mispronounced his name again. You can discard them at will, and then you don't have to worry about them being in play. So that's a really cool thing about the deck. Mew can also be really good in this deck with Psi Power. Goes really well with Distortion Door to finish stuff off. We also have Spell Tag too. So yeah, this is basically the Pokemon. Magearna could be kind of cool in here too, to like swap your EXP Share with your Spell Tag for Cofagrigus. Now let's go on the items. So we got our Simple Treasure, Nest Ball, Ultra Ball, Shrine, stuff like that. The list is playing 3 stretchers. I honestly think a 4th stretcher is needed in here, especially because we did take out the Brock's Grid from Joe's original list. But I am going to be playing an Escape Rope, and the cool thing with Escape Rope is you can do some big brain plays with this card. So if you hit something with Spirit Juggling and you don't knock them out, okay, you can Escape Rope them and maybe do Guzma or something. And if the Pokemon goes to the bench that you hit, you can actually do Distortion Door to that Pokemon that you attacked earlier because they Escape Rope back to the bench. You can actually Distortion Door and maybe knock it out. So that's why I love the Escape Rope in the deck. It could be a really cool card. So it's going to be cool to see if we ever get to use Escape Rope to do some big brain Distortion Door finish off plays. You got your simple Lily Cynthias. We got Dedennes and Stretchers and stuff and Marshadow, so you never really have to worry about running too many draw supporters. There's 2 Guzmas in the deck. And again, we got 3 EXP Shares and 3 Spell Tags. Spell Tag is really good once again in combination with Giratina. The problem is sometimes you'll have an EXP Share on your new Cofagrigus. That's why I like maybe having the Magearna in the deck. So we got 5 Psychic Energies and 3 Counters. Counter Energy is nice because it sometimes let you cheat the energy cost of Cofagrigus. But yeah, this is it for the list here. And again, guys, in the games they were great games. I showed off the deck amazingly well. The deck worked pretty well in the games I got. I showed off the strength of the deck a lot. in 3 games I got. But again, I didn't pronounce Cofagrigus' name properly. I said Cofagrigus. So if you guys get triggered by that, I apologize. Don't bother commenting about it. I don't like seeing comments about mispronouncing Pokemon names. It's really annoying. So don't bother commenting about it. Just deal with the fact I didn't pronounce the name properly, because I got some great games with the deck, if I do so myself. So let's get into those matches. Alright guys, here we go. We're going to go do some games with Cofagrigus here. I've tested the deck out, and it does seem to be pretty good. Took out Reshiram and stuff like that. So we'll see how the deck does. See if this deck is any good. Alright, we're going to be up against, it looks like Fire Colorless. So this might be Reshiram. It could also maybe be a Blounce deck. I'm hoping it's Reshiram. Baby Blounce is not very good. I think it's going to be Reshiram though with green. Mixed Herbs is kind of scary, not going to lie. We're going to start with Marshadow, and the rest of our hand is not the greatest. We'll see what deck we're up against here. Predicting Reshiram. I think we can beat Reshiram, for sure. We'll see what it is. Yeah, it looks like it's Reshiram. So, how do we do this? Alright, I think what we'll do is treasure away this. We're going to have to get Lele. So, we got our Dedennes, 1 Lele's prized, 1 Tina's prized. We got our entire Cofagrigus line along with our Ditto. And most of the energies in the deck. Alright, this seems fine. So we'll grab Tapu Lele. We'll go Lele here for Lillie, I guess. Spell Tag, I don't know where to put it. I guess we'll go here. I don't want to play the Shrine down, in all honesty, but I need to draw a lot of cards with Lillie. Try and get Yamask. Yeah, nice. We got the Tina discard, which is always good. We get the Yamask down. The rest of our hand kind of sucks, but we do have Marshadow, which I think we can actually save, because my opponent does try to do like green or something. We can use Marshadow. I really don't like having to play down that Shrine so early, considering we might need it, honestly, for stuff like Power Plant. But, I don't know. Kind of sucks we had to do that early. This is going to be an interesting match, though. The tankiness of Reshiram is pretty scary. That 270 HP is a lot of HP to have, but... And also with Mixed Herbs being in the deck too, it's going to make it really annoying to deal with these things. Otherwise though, our hand is not bad. There's a Field Blower. Okay, rip. So we can Marshadow here. But do we even want to do that? Because like he did nothing with his hand. He literally just did Blower. Alright, we drew Cofagrigus. I guess we'll go Marshadow. Definitely try and get a better hand than that. Nope. That hand ain't doing it. This hand ain't it, Chief. And I gave him a new hand, too. They sent me a heart. Ridiculous stuff today, folks. And the Let Loose did brick us. And I probably gave my opponent the perfect hand they needed. I hope we didn't give him a Guzma, because I really don't want to lose my Tina. They could also knock out Lele and take 2 prizes. No, looks like they're going to go with Reshiram. They do have to go with either Flare Strike or Double Blaze, though, which is pretty good at least. They knock me out, we get Counter Energy activated, which is good. And they're actually going to Welder, probably to the Volk. No, they're active. Interesting. So they knock me out. We'll go for another Let Loose, I guess. We need to get a better hand than this, right? Okay, let's see what we draw. I'm actually... Treasure would be a good top deck. Ultra Ball 2. No, good. Not doing it. So, Counter Energy is activated, which is pretty good. We could stretch it for Marshadow. I would like to save Marshadow for when we actually need it. When their hand is looking a little bit bigger from Welders and Greens. But, I mean, even now it's still good because Reshiram doesn't play a lot of cards. And, well, they don't have that many good outs to getting bricked all the time. We can't get an energy here. Go for a Lillie for 4. There's 2 Tinas. I like to see it. We'll Spirit Juggling away you, and you. And we're going to hit him really hard. 130 damage. Reshiram was in play, but we can actually knock him out next turn if he doesn't do Mixed Herbs. So hitting him with the good old Let Loose, it did seem pretty good. Hopefully it just bricked him. Never mind, we gave him a green for Mixed Herbs. I mean, what I'm thinking is... I could discard my whole bench to knock him out. It's not impossible to do that and we can knock him out maybe with a full bench discard, right? Because we have Spell Tag, and I don't know if he's going to get Blower. Unless he has 2 Blowers in his deck, and one's in his hand, and he gets 2 Mixed Herbs off of this. Or he has 1 Herb in his hand, he goes like Herb Blower. I think he's getting Mixed Herbs, though. But with Spell Tag, and maybe if we find Shrine, we could just discard our entire bench. Because here's the thing, there's nothing on his bench that can exactly knock me out. But he still could pop off with a Reshiram, but no Mixed Herbs unless there's both in his hand. That would be hilarious. If I let loose him in a double Mixed Herbs, I don't know, man. Let loose seems to have betrayed me, because that is very, very sad. Looks like he's going to just Guzma. No, he's going to retreat. Okay, we don't actually have our own Guzma here, which is unfortunate, because I would like to knock that thing out. But he actually can't KO me here with Volk. Volk is, unfortunately for my opponent, not going to get a knockout. Okay, what do we draw? Treasure maybe? No, another Cofagrigus. We gotta get rid of 3 Pokemon here to KO him, which is fine. Go triple Tina. Keep poking away at this thing. We can go quad Tina maybe. Oh, never mind. Okay, well, I have to get rid of something, so it's gonna have to be Mew. Might be able to get Giratina up the prizes though. And I think I'm just gonna do Spirit Juggling. Hold the hand. I don't know, maybe I could have digged for Stretcher too to try and get back those Marshadows and Lele's, but that's fine. We'll get a knockout here. Would have been nice to get more Distortion Doors on him though. And alright, there we go. We got the Quad Tina now. So we should be in a pretty good spot here. We can actually knock this thing out next turn. My opponent got a Viridian and a Guzma. And there's a green. So they can indeed get a double Mixed Herbs here. But they can also maybe play 2 Blowers and get rid of that Spell Tag. Spell Tag is going to be a huge decider if we're going to actually KO this thing. They can heal 80. And they'll have... How much HP left? I'm way too lazy to do the math. I'm actually just going to pull out a calculator. Because I can't be bothered to do this math in my head. I'm sorry. I had to do math all semester. 150 minus 8. Another again, double Nest Ball. Never mind. Yeah, they'll have 70 HP. 70 damage on them. Okay, maybe not. Plus the 40. Okay, whatever. They're going to Nest Ball. Looks like they are going to get a EV Lax. Okay. There's another Nest Ball. So they can attach, knock me out with Outrage. Or actually, no, they just knock me out with Outrage. But we're going to get 3 prizes here. And all we have to do is take up that EV Lax. Doesn't seem too hard either. Let's see, what are they going to go for? Nice thing, too. They don't retreat this, we knock it out, and we are going to get some extra damage. And nope, no Welder, which is really good, too, so they can't... well, they can attack me, but it's going to be unlikely. So, 120. So we actually need to put 2 on here so we can get rid of 3 Giratinas. And I guess we could spread out the damage even more. Doesn't really matter. Okay, what do we draw? The Dedenne is really nice. So we can play down the Yamask. Well, Cynthia. Yeah, not gonna do Dedenne. I was thinking about it, but it doesn't seem too good. Yeah, we got an energy and the experience share. We can go triple Tina here. Yeah, it's so satisfying to do Giratina's ability every single turn. So we gotta get rid of 3 Pokemon to KO him, which is perfect, because we can get rid of all 3 Tinas. Okay, Nest Ball for Ditto, too, which I think I'm gonna do. I could go Quad Tina. That might actually be better. Yeah, you know, yeah, we should probably just guarantee the Quad Tina. Fine. And, alright, Spirit Juggling. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. Knocking out Reshiram, and now we just gotta take out the EV Lax, and we win the game. Alright, what do we have prize? Stretcher's a really good card. Okay, cool. Treasure's a really good card, too. And Lily's also pretty good, too. Alright, nice. Beautiful. So, the nice thing, too, is my opponent needs to be able to go Switch, Welder, Attachment if they want to get a knockout. That's how they're going to take out my Cofagrigus. Let's see if they get there. They need a Switch and a Welder to knock me out. Nope, that's not gonna happen though. Nice. So we knock this out, and then all we need to do is maybe take out 1 more Volk, and then we don't really have to target the tag team Pokemons, which is pretty good. I don't know where the Mixed Herbs are at. Maybe my opponent just didn't want to play Mixed Herbs in their deck. I don't know. Mixed Herbs could have made all the difference in this game. Gotta watch out for my Psychic Energies. We got 2 in the discard. Oh no, we don't. Never mind. And it's actually just gonna pass. Not even an energy or anything like that. So I think I'm gonna Stretcher. Shuffle back Cofagrigus, Yamask, and Marshadow. Lele also would have been a good card to get back, I guess, too. Treasure away the Lillie because we have the Cynthias. We'll get Cofagrigus. Cynthia? We haven't played any Dedennes yet, so we shouldn't be able to brick. Alright, there we go. We got Yamask. Counter Energy is there too, so here we go. We'll start doing Distortion Door. I could have went for a quad Distortion Door, but I do want to have another Yamask in play right now. Just so I can start to get more energy built up. I can even spread the energy out and put that there. Just to spread the energy out. Seems good. Just in case of like a Guzma or something. Well, that might, it won't happen, but you get my point. We'll double custom catchers a thing. I could actually rope here, but that's not enough to knock him out. So I think what we're going to do is just Spirit Juggling, Triple Tina, knock out this Volk. I don't think we can lose at this point. What's our prize? Nest Ball. Yeah. We should be good. Thanks to Ultra Ball, we have access to Dedenne if he does get a knockout here. It is going to be a little hard to take this thing out. It has 70 HP, which is quite a bit. They could actually do a mixed herbs, but I've given up. That's even in the deck. And, oh, if they're gonna get their Volks back, like I was gonna say, if they just put a Volk down, we just win the game by knocking that out. We don't even have to target the Evilax. They might go for Megaton here. If they do, then the Marshadow play seems pretty good. The problem with Marshadow is if we don't get a good hand, because we've played a few supporters. They are gonna go for Megaton, so yeah, it actually seems pretty good to Marshadow. If we had the spell tag, we would have won the game, but we don't. But I don't really know at this point if we can lose. It's gonna come down to what happens, I guess. Shrine is amazing. I'm gonna keep the rope, get rid of the Nest Ball. We're gonna go to Dedenne. Actually, I do want to go Marshadow though too. I don't want to brick though. We still have a treasure, so we can, and an Ultra Ball, so we can still get the Marshadow. I guess maybe I should have kept the Nest Ball, but I wasn't gonna play it anyways. We're gonna give up our rope here, but we are gonna get to do a Dedenne. Let's get rid of Ditto. We have our other stretcher, right? Yeah. We need to be able to make a brick with Let Loose. Get rid of that huge hand they have. No stretcher. We should be able to win here, though, folks. I think we can win at this point. I don't know if my opponent can do anything to win. Or to really stop me from winning. Spirit Juggling, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, we didn't win. Yeah, okay, good. So if, yeah, we had a spell tag on, we would have won. Alright. Hopefully Let Loose bricked them. They are playing green. They play another Volk, so there's another win condition. Ooh, a power plane. Good thing we have Cynthia. So that was our last shrine, too. Good thing we have Cynthia. And just a dump truck press. So that will indeed be game against a green Reshiram deck. A matchup that I think is kind of tricky because of cards like Mixed Herbs. But, yeah, my opponent, unfortunately for them, just wasn't able to heal their Snorlax in time to stop me. But yeah, this deck does seem pretty strong. I feel like this matchup is like a 50-50 bet, but, yeah, we're just gonna kind of come in, spam them with Tinas. Do all that. And Spirit Juggling for the win. Alright, that's gonna be game number 1 with the Cofagrigus deck. What was our last prize? I don't even know what it was. Lele. Cool. 50 coins. Winning a game with Cofagrigus Giratina against this. Did they have green? Or no, Mixed Herbs? No, they didn't. They do have Ace Rolla. That could have been a bit of an issue. But no Mixed Herbs is really good. And only one blower. So that was a pretty good game. I like to see it. Alright, we'll see you guys in another match. Alright guys, here we go. We're going to get into another match with Giratina Cofagrigus here. And keep playing along with the deck. Taking down Reshiram Charizard. And alright, it looks like we're going to be up against potentially a Gardevoir deck with the typing. It could also be a Porygon Z Whimsicott deck. So we'll have to see which one it is. We'll see what we start with here. We do get a Giratina and a Marshadow start. And I think I'm going to start with... I want to say the Marshadow, but I'm actually going to... Tough decisions. I think I'm going to go for Cynthia. I'm going to start with the Marshadow, because I can always retreat it. And if I start with the Giratina, like, what if I draw a Treasure or an Ultra Ball here? Then I kind of wasted my Giratina. Okay, we didn't draw that. Okay, we have a Shrine. Don't really want to play that right now, though. I think we have to, though. We'll Lillie. Try and get a couple good cards. Okay, there we go. See, we got Treasure. So I'm glad I held the Giratina. We can get Yamask. We have our Rope in the deck. We have 2 Guzmas, so we could probably try to retreat this thing next turn. We'll see. We can Treasure away the Tina. I mean, I can just get Tapu Lele right now, right? Just to get a Guzma for next turn to attack with Cofagrigus. That does actually seem pretty good. Let's get the Tapu Lele. I'll pass. We don't know what we're drawing, so we don't need to play Lele. I didn't want to waste a Shrine, though, just in case my opponent is playing Wonder's Labyrinth. That would be a really big issue for this deck, so I wanted to be able to get rid of it. But no, it looks like they're playing a Blastoise deck, and they're not playing a Fairy deck. So it looks like the Fairy type is Vulpix, which is fine. We'll see if they retreat here. If not, I might just take out one of the Squirtles with Cofagrigus. Giratina can do a nice chunk of damage to these bench Squirtles, but we'll see. He's actually going to attach to the Vulpix and go for a Lillie. For some reason, my opponent choosing to not attach to their active. Actually, I just realized I should probably plug in my computer here. I forgot I had it unplugged. So just give me a minute. I don't know where the heck I put the charger. Too many cords here. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, I think we'll knock out the Squirtle just in case he doesn't get 2 down. Like, if he only gets 1 Squirtle down this turn, we can knock out this Squirtle here. My opponent might not even be able to switch, considering they just did that in past. Okay, well. Maybe I could knock out the Vulpix instead then, because it might be more of a threat. I don't know, this is kind of tough. I do want to take out the Squirtles, though. But at the same time, we can also knock out the Vulpix here. But, I mean, to be fair, if he doesn't have the Alola Ninetales in his hand, we knock out one of the Squirtles. The thing then we can do is, if he goes for a Beacon, we can just try to get another Marshadow and try to disrupt that Beacon. So I think this is fine to do this. We'll hit probably just the 2 Squirtles. Doesn't really matter. Well, I mean, it kind of does. We only have to get rid of Giratina. But we'll probably get rid of the Marshadow and the Lele. So we'll get Guzma, get the Marshadow out of the active. If Cofagrigus does get knocked out this turn, that would be really bad. So I'm going to have to keep 1 Pokemon on my bench here, just in case. So I'm going to knock out one of the Squirtles. We'll get rid of probably the Giratina and the Lele. I'd rather have the well, no, actually, we'll get rid of the Marshadow, because if we can get Stretcher, we can go for Letluz here. We'll keep the Lele. I didn't want to keep the Lele because I don't want to have a GX on my bench because Shrine's in play. We can get rid of it any time we want, though, once we get another Yamask down. Again, the Marshadow on the discard means we can always get it back through Stretcher if we do want to disrupt him. But he's going to bring in the Squirtle. So, do they have a Rare Candy Blastoise? I hope not. No, they're going to get Ninetales, though. So, they had the Ninetales in hand, which is fine. We'll see if the Shrine can do some work here. They can get Ultra Ball Rare Candy. They can go for, like, a Blastoise. Well, they have to go for the one with the ability. They can't go for the GX. The GX won't knock out the Cofagrigus. See if they get 3 energies here. They have to get rid of an energy recycle system, which is pretty good. Or, yeah, energy recycler. So they might get a knockout this turn, which would be pretty bad, actually. Let's see if they hit with Powerful Squall. They do not. That is what I like to see. They do have a Cynthia. Alright, let's see if the Shrine of Punishment gets bumped. I want that Ninetales to kind of get some damage on it. Hopefully we can draw Giratina here, because we can actually start to pick away at that Ditto. But my opponent not getting the energy is really good. And right, nice. So the Shine stays. Alright, so we did draw a Ditto. Okay, that's fine. We can turn that into a Yamask. I kind of want to treasure away the Lillie. I think I'm just going to Cynthia, though. We're going to just try and get another Giratina here. We did get one. We unfortunately weren't able to find any energy, which is kind of bad. Maybe I should just do a Let Loose then. Just try and find an energy here. I'm actually... No, we have an EXP share, though. And I guess we just gotta hope we don't get Field Blowered. Sure. We can also get the Quad Tina off. Yeah, I'm just gonna hope I don't get Field Blowered here. I don't know. That's kind of risky, but I like playing risky. We can do a Quad Tina. We'll only get one Distortion Door this turn, but still, though, we can get the Quad Tina going. So we'll probably just hit Squirtle and Ninetales. We can always target the Ditto later. And we'll go for Spirit Juggling. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not quite a knockout, unfortunately, but it is enough to leave him with 20 HP, which means that we can hit the Escape Rope here. We can knock it out with 2 Distortion Doors. So you can see why the Escape Rope is pretty good. Now we have 4 Giratinas in the discard pile, ready to go. My opponent's still not fighting energy with Powerful Squall is really, really good. I don't really know what they can do, because they keep whiffing. They have to get another Rare Candy Blastoise, and they do have Ditto in place, so if the Ditto can evolve, they get another Ninetales. No, they're going to actually just switch into the Ninetales. Do they have a Fairy Energy? No. It looks like they just do that and pass. So they don't really have much. We can knock out the Ninetales. We dump our entire bench. That doesn't really seem too good, though. I mean, we can... I don't know why he actually retreated, because we could just knock out both the Ditto and the Blastoise here, which is pretty good. So you can kind of see the power of Distortion Door. As you can see, guys, you can take Multiplies in one turn. We can also knock out the Squirtle, but I'm going to knock out the Ditto, because then you can't get another Ninetales down. That seems pretty good. So yeah, this deck is pretty simple when you play against low HP decks. And as you can see, guys, my opponent kind of just has to deal with the fact that I can just go Distortion Door every turn and get 40 damage on their entire bench. That's why, like, the Escape Rope can be good, because we could have knocked out the Blastoise. We weren't able to get there, though. But we do get a 2-prize turn. We do get another Cofagrigus. We can Spell Tag the active. We could play the Cynthia, Dragon Energy, which I might as well do. The more energy we get in play, the better. Alright, we didn't find energy. Alright, we'll just go Spirit Juggling then, get rid of 4 Tinas. I could wipe my bench to knock him out, but I won't win the game. So, I'm just gonna hit him. You know, again, he's weak. We can always get an Escape Rope, try and knock it out with Distortion Door. We can actually win next turn if we can hit a Guzma Escape Rope. And, yeah, he just concedes. So you can kind of see the power of the Giratina Cofagrigus deck, as there is a very weird bug on my wall. You can see how this deck rolls. Alright, guys, here we go. We're going to go do another game with the deck. You lose pretty badly to Zoroark, just saying, because they get Muck in play, and you're weak to Dark, and they have cards like Acerola. So, you take the biggest, fattest L to Zoroark ever. But we'll see what we are going to be playing against next here. Okay, we're up against a deck with a lot of types. Okay, interesting. Don't know what to expect. So we'll see how we do one last game with the deck. The deck is working pretty well, though, in all honesty. It is playing pretty well. And we'll see how we do in this game. Let's see what we start with this time. Mew and Ditto. I am actually thinking of starting with the Mew. But if I start with the Ditto and I get knocked out, we can get counter deactivated. So I'm actually thinking the Ditto start is fine. We'll play down the Mew, I guess. It's not the greatest hand. Thankfully, Lele's in the deck. Hopefully. Or Marshadow. We have at least a few outs in this, getting rid of this hand. We'll see what my opponent's playing, though. Like, I'm fine with starting with the Ditto, because, again, if it does get knocked out, and if it doesn't get knocked out, we can evolve into Cofagrigus. Oh, he's playing Lost March. I mean, this matchup should be pretty good, thanks to the low HP Pokemon they'll have in play. My issue is going to be maybe keeping up with the attack. But honestly, this matchup is pretty good. This is a pretty good matchup, I would say. I don't know. We'll see how we do here. Other than that, we should be able to win this as long as we get Quad Tina every turn. As long as we don't whiff our attacks all the time, too. That's the only thing I'm scared of, is running out of attacks. We'll see, though. Mew can put in a lot of work, too, with Tina. I mean, this matchup should be pretty good for us. Low HP Pokemon is what I like to see. So there's a Cynthia. We'll see how many Hop-Pips they are able to get down this turn. Alright, another Pokecom. They can get another Hop-Pip down. Which is fine. They can get as many Hop-Pips as they want. Not really going to matter. There's no way we can do a quad Tina, but if we honestly could, that'd be hilarious. Just knock out 2 Hoppips with Distortion Door. My opponent's actually going to go for a Let Loose here, which is actually fine, because our hand was not the greatest. I didn't really know what to do with it. So I'm actually fine with getting Let Loosed here. I think I would have, like, treasured away the Escape Rope. I probably would have played the Spell Take on the Mew. But, yep, there we go. We got Lillie, Nest Ball. Lovely hand. Lovely, lovely hand. So we're definitely going to lose Ditto next turn, so that's fine. We actually get Counter Energy activated, which is pretty good. Did they Marshadow themselves into a Lillie? Nope, doesn't look like it. Did they play Cynthia? Okay, they did. Alright, so we'll Nest Ball here, get Yamask. We did actually prize the Giratina, which is not the greatest, but not the end of the world. I guess we'll play this on the Yamask. Doesn't really matter. We'll Lillie. We get a Shrine. I'm going to play that down so my opponent doesn't get Shrine. We'll Nest Ball here for another Yamask, just in case of a Guzma. We could treasure Ultra Ball for Tina here. I think I'll wait a turn to do that, though. We'll definitely lose our Ditto here. My opponent might have a Guzma to KO the Yamask too, potentially. They would, well, they just need to skip them, so yeah. They can knock out the Yamask with the Screen Share, maybe. I don't really care. If they do knock out the Yamask with the energy, we move it to here. Spell Tag is also just huge in this matchup too. No, just a Cynthia. So, no Guzmas. So, I mean, Spell Tag is going to put a lot of work in this matchup. And if they don't play Field Blower, they're not going to be able to do anything about it. Hopefully, if Shrine Beam in play helps out a little bit too. Obviously, it's not going to matter for them. But the reason why I wanted in play is they might be playing Shrine themselves, and then now they just have dead cards in their hand. There's a Netball for Hoppip. So to knock out Jumpluff, we literally need to just discard 2 Pokemon, which is pretty good. So, like, having the Mew is going to be insane. Psy Power is just bonkers in this matchup. Yeah, see? That's why I wanted the Shrine to stick, so they had a dead card in their hand, even though they ended up getting rid of it. They probably have more than one Shrine in their deck, though. They're actually going to choose to attack me with Jumpluff, which is interesting. So the only issue about losing Ditto is we have 1 less Cofagrigus potential. That's fine, though. Let's see the draw here. Escape Rope. Alright, we'll probably get rid of the Escape Rope. It's the only card I don't really care about. I'm just going to guarantee the Cofagrigus. Just, I want it in my hand. I'm gonna get an Ultra Ball. We'll get rid of the Experience Share and the Lillie. Grab ourselves. Could go Dedenne. I just go all in. I think we'll just settle with a Cynthia though. So I think I'm just gonna get a second Cofagrigus here. I guess then I could have just went for Treasure for Giratina and Ultra Ball for Cofagrigus. This still works too. We get 2 Cofagriguses in play. And we whiffed the energy. Oh no. Whiffed the energy for the knockout. Oof. Actually, we wouldn't even have knocked him out anyways, because we don't have many Pokemon to discard. I'm not a salty now. I mean, I could have went for Marshadow, I guess, too. But I literally don't want to get rid of anything in my hand. There's nothing I wanted to see get discarded. Marshadow could be big against my opponent. We could maybe... Marshadow could break them. Nope, they're going to Guzma me. We got the other Cofagrigus. Do they have a knockout? Yeah, they do. That is super frustrating that we didn't get energy. So, not the best situation to be in. They obviously didn't want to activate Spell Tag. There's our Tina. That was a good draw, so I'm glad I held the treasure. Get ourselves another Yamask. We're going to have to do Distortion Door before we stretch her, which I am going to do. And probably just hit the Emolga and the Marshadow, because these Hoppips will obviously turn into Skiplooms at some point. Get back these 2, and hopefully we don't whiff an energy now. That'd be great. Well, Cynthia. Experience Share could also go on Mew too, because Mew can actually attack. We whiffed the energy again. Oh my goodness. I don't know what to tell you. I think I just go with Dedenne. Just gonna go with the Dedenne here. Oh, we have 5 in the deck. That's why. We prized a couple of Psychics. Oh, man. This Dedenne kind of hurts, but if we can hit an energy, we can get rid of the Dedenne. If not, the Dedenne might get knocked out. Okay, we got the energy. That's important. 1, 2, 3. Alright, little annoying that it took us an extra turn to get the knockout, but that's fine though. We are still setting up pretty well. I'm looking for maybe an energy off the prizes, maybe my other Yamask. Nope. We got the energy though, actually. Now, let's see what my opponent's able to do here. I hope they don't play Field Blower. That's like the only thing that kind of scares me. We're still in counter energy range though, so we still have those like 1 energy Cofagrigus attack potentials, which is good. Having to get rid of that Lillie and Cynthia kind of sucks. Alright, they're going to go further than Lost Blender. They have to get rid of a Jumpluff, which is pretty good. That means one of these Hoppips won't evolve, which is just an easy Spell Tag target. I'm actually probably going to Spell Tag the Hoppip, to be honest with you. That does seem pretty good. Alright, there's a Stretcher. We can either knock out the active, or we can take out a Hoppip here. I think I'm going to knock out the active, though, to be fair. There's a Pokecom for a Jumpluff. They're probably going to get Skiploom. That means one of these Hoppips will not evolve. They can evolve into another Skiploom, but they can't put the Jumpluff in the Lost Zone. Unless they get a Stretcher, put it back. I'm probably still going to knock out the Natu. They're probably going to attack me with Jumpluff, though. So then I guess I'll take out the Hoppip. It doesn't really matter what I knock out. The Natu's already something that's like easy Distortion Door bait anyways. Ooh, they had to get rid of a DC. Oh, I'm hoping they don't get a supporter here. Okay, good. We don't have that many, like, draw supporters left. And surprisingly, they are attacking me with Natu, which is good, because I can actually knock it out here with Distortion Door. Could also go in with Mew if I really wanted to. Lol memes. We'll take our prize. There's the other Yamask. Nice, so we can actually do Stretcher here. Get back the Cofagrigus'. I'm probably gonna Guzma here, knock out the Jumpluff. So I think I'm just gonna bring in the Mew. Hopefully we can draw a counter energy here. Ooh, you're a Marshadow. So I'm actually gonna knock out the Jumpluff here. My opponent's got 2 cards in their hand, so they might be bricking. So what do I gotta do? We energy the Cofagrigus. Stretcher. Yamask, Cofagrigus, and probably the Dedenne. We need draw support in the deck. Is that our last Stretcher, though? Is that our first one? Can't tell. It is not. Yeah, see, sometimes the card isn't loaded in the discard pile when it's doing the animation. We knock out the Jumpluff and then hope he doesn't have anything. I guess that's my best plan. Get that third Tina down. Alright, we'll see how this works. I guess I could go Let Loose too. We're still in the counter energy range though, which is good. Yeah, we'll just go for the knockout. Tina. And basically force my opponent to have an energy in this 2-card hand they have. Wish I had a Spell Tag on too. Ooh, we got the Quad Tina now, which is good. Alright, let's see if they have any outs here. Okay, they had a Cynthia and an energy. Of course they did. Of course they did. Still though, our win condition's pretty simple. Knock out the Jumpluff, Distortion Door, the Mulga, and this. Do we have one more Guzma now? Ooh, actually we're out of ways to hit these things. Well, our win condition is on board, which is the important thing. So we need to knock out the Jumpluff this turn. So we need to hit counter energy and knock out the Jumpluff. So I'm going to go for a Marshadow here. Get counter energy. Boom! And we can win with Mew. Mew can win us the game too. Alright, we're gonna go... I'm gonna hit the Molga. Alright, I'm gonna spread the damage out a little bit, just in case he goes with something in the active spot. And we'll Spirit Juggling. Get rid of the Marshadow too. We should be able to win this, because we have the Mew. There's another Energy. Perfect. So yeah, I don't really think my opponent can do much. They have to, like, go for a Buzzmosa knockout, which if they do, fair play to them. If not, we should be able to wrap this game up. But this is why I like the Escape Rope, because as you can see, guys, we do need the Distortion Board. This is fine. We can just go Distortion Door, knock these out, Side Power, win the game. There's nothing my opponent can really do to win this. I actually maybe have to knock out the Mew to prevent me from winning. But even then, we can still go double Distortion Door. So they can maybe Stretcher for Floral Path. I think they're out of jump buffs, though. They aren't. What the heck? That's fine. We can still knock these two out. And the Natu. So, yeah, they can't win this. Especially with the Natu in play. They just have to knock out the Jump Bluff or the Skiploom. But I think they went for a Lillie here. So, yeah, they don't have a Guzma. So, I think we do win the game, guys. I think we have game here. We have... Yep, that's game. So that'll wrap up today's PTCGO video on this Giratina Cofagrigus deck. It's a really fun rogue. It's really cool. I guess shout out to Omnipoke for kind of providing a good list for the deck. I probably wouldn't have thought of having that many Dedennes and stuff in the deck. I honestly probably wouldn't have. I probably would have had stupid stuff like Kartana in here, if I'm going to be honest with you. But yeah, this deck is really fun to play. Giratinas and Distortion Door Spirit Juggling is a really good combo. I do like this deck a lot. It's fun to play. Try it out for yourselves. We are going to get a bunch of coins here off of the ladder. That'll wrap today's PTCGO video, guys. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like on the video. And of course, guys, as always, don't forget to subscribe down below. Help me on the road to 5K, reaching 5K subs. And also, make sure to check out the sponsor, Card Cavern TCG. If you end up picking up anything from there, use code LDF at the checkout. Support the channel. Get yourself a little beautiful discount. You can find Minds codes are going to be up for pre-order shortly, too, most likely. But yeah, thanks for watching the video. Follow my Twitter, too, down below, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.